Wow. Oh, I gotta turn. Boom, ba ba da boom, 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 ba ba da boom, 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 boom. Huh? Are we on? I guess we're on. Hmm. Hi, kids. This is Da Big Daddy G, and I'm so sorry that we haven't been on in a while, but we're on now, baby. Um, Ain't no COVID gonna hold us down, man, because we're here to rock and roll, man. We're here to entertain you, and that's why we're here. So, I we're actually at the Austin Public Studios. We're in the small studio because they're holding off on the big studio, I believe until the end of July, if I remember correctly. So we've got the small studio, and I'm very very grateful to have that so that we can talk to you guys. I've got two cameras here, so I don't know which one I'm supposed to be looking at. So I'm just going to look straight ahead. So if it looks kind of weird, then that's what it is. It's just weird. What we're doing today, first of all, I want to thank you for joining us. And but what we're doing today is we're gonna do like a call-in talk show type thing. Um, we've already gotten a bunch of questions and things that people have called and wanted us to mention and have written on our website. The number to call here at the station is 512 477 2288. And I believe Tyrone's going to put it up on the screen in a minute. Excuse me. 512 477 2288. So you can call that number and they're going to try to patch you through. So please be patient because the last time we did this, we went for a long time because a lot of people were calling. So please be patient. We're going to try to get to you. One thing I wanted to mention, here's a list of stuff that I want to mention. So we're going to be bouncing from here to there to there to here and then some. So again, please be patient. And it is now time to take a puff, a rip, or a sip. And man, we really, 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 that's three reallys. We're really, really, really glad to be back. You know, little by little, we'll get more time and more time and more time to show you guys and, you know, to entertain you. So here we go. All right. So, first question is from Carl from Houston. Um, what? Oh, okay. Why do you have such a long intro? Well, today actually we didn't play the intro. Our intro is actually, dude, I get asked this question a lot, and I'm going to explain to you, and I've never given this explanation before, but I'm going to do it now. Um, the reason we have such a long intro is because the majority of our watchers, our viewers, are from like in the 30s up to 110 or 11 or something like that. Um, and people that are up in age, it sometimes takes them longer, you know, to get to their chair. And sometimes it takes them longer, but once they hear the sound, they know it's time to come sit down and watch the show. But a lot of times, when you get older, and some of you know what I'm talking about, and some of you don't know what I'm talking about yet, but hopefully you will find out what I'm talking about. Later on in life, when you get older, you're gonna go to the kitchen and you're gonna forget why you went into the kitchen, and you're gonna go to your car, or you're gonna go to your room, or you're gonna go to, you know, the garage, and you're gonna go, dude, why did I come in here? And because you forgot what it is that you you know went to get or to do or whatever. So it's just part of growing old. And if you're lucky, you get to deal with that. So instead of looking at it as a bad thing, I look at it as a good thing because you are still alive. So that's why we have such a long intro. I know Tay always wondered why we always had such a long intro, but Tay, now you know why. Um, it's just to give some of our viewers that are a little bit slower a chance to get comfortable, you know. And sometimes when you get older, you forget that you left that light on, or you forget that you left the dog outside, to use the bathroom, and you forgot to bring him back in, or you forget stuff. So that's why we do the intro for so long, so some of our viewers have time. Uh, to get their art their stuff together so they can watch the show comfortably. Okay, another thing I wanted to tell you guys, and this is I tried somebody more than one person has told me this. A lot of people actually have told me this, that when they watch our show, they feel like they're right here with me. That they're right here sitting on a couch right in front of my little desk here. Um, and that's the whole object of this show, is to, there's not going to be any big hype. There's not going to be, I'd love to get an elephant, but we're working on Doug trying to get him to okay an elephant. But I'd love to have like a little baby elephant or something. Animals are really, really cool, and I really like animals. So maybe a zebra, you know. I don't know, something really, really cool that people, you know, and we could even advertise it ahead of time. And if you want to come meet the zebra, or touch the elephant, or whatever animal that we have, you're more than welcome to come and sit in the audience. And if the trainer, whoever owns the animal or whatever it is that we got in here, um, will give you permission to touch it, that would be awesome. Or I don't know. I've seen zebras, but in zoos and stuff like that. But I've never seen one up close. Not that close. Mm. So there. Um, One of the things I wanted to bring up about, I had a brother named Gary that just passed away in August, and it was natural causes, and I just he was my favorite brother, and I kept in contact with him the most out of my other brothers, because he was my favorite brother. And when we were kids, we fought, man. We fought like cats and dogs. And and anyway, I'm gonna miss my brother Gary. I miss him right now, and so I'm gonna do a little sip for my brother Gary. He loved to drink. Mm. He was a beer guy. He loved to drink beer. So anyway, if you have a brother or sister or something like that you haven't talked to in a long time, uh, you know, uh, maybe it's time. You know, um, maybe it's time to make that phone call, or just go knock on their door and just say, hey, I'm your brother, I'm your sister, I'm this, I'm that, whatever, your cousin, your nephew. Um, I don't want us to fight anymore. So maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to do that. Um, you know, my dad used to tell me that sometimes a man's got to do stuff that's so tough that um, that he feels like he's gonna choke on his pride, but you don't. So um, call your brothers, or call your sister or your mom or your dad if y'all are fighting, because dude, you never know, man. You never know when it's going to be the last time you get to talk to them. So and it sucks to for them to leave this rock, without getting you know without getting all that fixed, all that at least settled, or at least say, look, yes, we fight. That's the way we are. That's the way we're always going to be. But we're still family. So, anyway, think about it. It's time. it's time. Okay. Let's see. Here is a question. Tyrone has told me. Okay, no sound. Charles is fixing it. Oh, okay. So there's no sound. Charles is working on the sound right now. So can you can you be careful there? You got to put you got to put it in front of the camera. Um, so I'll do sign language. Hi, I want booze. For those who can't, can you see that?
Yeah, barely.
Well, I think shouldn't you be in front of the camera? Or is it? Oh, the camera's the mid. Oh, there's a third camera there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, right now we don't have any sound, so you're just gonna watch me drink. Mm.
I don't know if that comes up right. Oh, right there's.
Let me hold it.
Okay.
Um, no. It says no sound. I can't. No sound. Charles is working on it. So. Are we good? No? All right. Maybe we should get a sign that says be right back. Or do you want to wait until he's done?
I just want to say hi.
You should, if you get a
We
marker,
got a bunch of people writing no sound. No sound.
we need a
It works
marker.
in the studio, so I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
It's very strange.
No sound. Charles working on it. Do you have a magic marker over there? Well, I know what I can do is I can do a little dance. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl. Here's a little ducky. Here's another little ducky. Ducky, 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 duck, duck, duck. All right, so we'll put those back there. I think the big one goes there, and then this one goes here. Okay, I do want to write. I'm going to write something down here. It's my own idea. Um, all right, so I don't know how we can get. I'm getting like whitewash. No sound. No sound. Okay. So here we are. I will just continue drinking. Hopefully, somebody out there can read lips because we have no sound. But we're going to have sound pretty soon because Charles is on it, man. So we're going to have sound in a little bit. So here we go. I'm going to take another sip while we're at it. I think we're going to maybe take a break and then come back. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever the director feels like doing. Here's a yo-yo. Let's see if I can still do this. Ta-da! Thank you! Thank you, thank you. I'll do it again now. Let's see how we do. Nothing? Oh, okay. Should we just go off and
No,
try
just
again?
Write, just have fun with it.
What is it?
We're on Facebook Live, just had fun. Just put a note or something.
Okay.
Alta's on. Vinny's on.
Nice.
Chance is on. A bunch, like 5 or 6 people are watching right now on Facebook. So you can say I miss you or we miss you or something.
But you can't see it. I need a magic marker. You can't see it on the screen. There's about 400 of them over there. So let's see what we have in here. We have business cards. Have y'all seen these new business cards? Ooh, look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. These business cards will get you laid. Let's see what else we got in here. We have got a bunch of money. Then we got look at these new glasses. How do you like my new Beatles glasses? Let me see. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All right. Woo.
So we cut the Facebook Live feed just
Okay.
so that we could work on it.
Okay.
Just so you wouldn't keep.
Dude, I just drank half of a Mountain Dew, so I'm. Yeah.
We'll get started in a moment. We're just gonna
Okay.
talk a little bit.
All right.
You want a little bit of brownie?
I'll take a little teeny tiny piece. I don't like a fourth of that. Yeah, I just don't like sugar that much sugar. These are really rich. Oh man,
You don't like them?
I do like them.
I'm having Jersey Mike.
Here, can you do something with it?
Throw it away. You're not gonna eat it. Or
I do like it, but it's just really rich. You gotta have a glass of milk.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah. I didn't ask for downloading.
Hey, we're just gonna do a test
Okay.
on Facebook again, so just what?
Hold on. What?
Copyright music.
Oh, after 30 seconds or after.
Facebook will take that shit down.
Oh, okay. Cucurrucucú, paloma. Cucurrucucú, paloma. Well. Este amor apasionado que me trae tu aborotado por volver. Tú tenías mucha razón, le hago caso al corazón y te ruego por volver. Y volver, volver.
We are testing the audio mic. Hello. Are we good? Are we not good? I will be back momentarily to tell you whether we are good or not. Oh, yeah. Wired. I don't know. It's probably like some weird setting on the laptop. Probably because I have to do Zoom calls or something. I don't know. Do y'all even do Zoom calls still? Oh, okay. How do I do? You're still live, or are you just checking the timer? Hey, you were live.
Oh,
Audio's working now.
okay.
We're still troubleshooting, so we'll probably do it again.
Okay, so, but we're live now.
Yeah,
We're on.
we're
Hi, kids. Well, will you come tell me if we're not on? Oh,
this is a delay.
oh, okay. All right. So, kids, hi. We're back. Ta-da! Ta-da! We're back. Ta-da! Ta-da! Yes, I've had Mountain Dew tonight. Okay. Well, welcome to the Big Daddy G Show. I'm the Big Daddy G. Who knew? Tonight we're going to have a little bit of a cool show. It's we don't have any guests tonight. You are the guest. So we're going to do a call-in show tonight, and you're more than welcome to call in if you want to talk about any subject you want to talk about, as long as it's clean, because we are a family show, family-friendly show. The number to call is 512 477 2288. So that's 512 477 2288. Let me do it one more time. 512 477 2288.
Right now we cut to a black screen
Okay.
because we're still troubleshooting. But tell them that's the number you'll call when we go live again.
Oh, but can they hear my voice?
They can hear you.
Oh, hi, kids. I just found out that we're in a black screen right now. We're troubleshooting the situation. Dude, nobody's been on the air for a long time, and we're live. So Charlie's on the job, man. And if anybody can take care of it, it's Charlie. It's too bad Brian retired. So, Brian, we know where you live, Brian. We're going to come get you and make you unretire. All right. So if you guys want to call in, tonight's show is a kind of a call-in show. 512-477-2288, and hopefully we can sit down and chat for a minute. It's not going to be a fancy schmancy, show or anything like that. It's just basically going to be just a sit-down talk show, kind of ease you guys back into the Big Daddy G world. Okay, so just to kind of ease you back in. I think, if I remember correctly, Tyrone just told me that we've got a black screen, but you can hear me. So I want to try this voice and see what you think. I actually wanted to do this voice on a radio show here. But is the sound on, or the sound's not on? Oh, okay. It's all right. Well, that's why I like the earpiece, because then you can tell me, and I don't have to. All right, but all right, there's no worries. Okay,
Troubleshooting how to switch computers.
okay,
Just trying to make sure it all works out.
okay.
The first day they open up AF. Is it working? He's moving. All right. It's talking right now.
What? I can't see it. Oh, we're on. Hey, kids, we're on again. Holy moly! This feels kind of like this must be what it feels like to be a hooker. I don't know, man. It's like you're on, you're not on, you're on, you're not on, you're on, you're not on. That type thing. Anyway, so welcome to Da Big Daddy G. I'm the Big Daddy G one more time. What's the word I was saying before? Who knew? Okay, so today's show is going to be a call-in show. Among other things, we've gotten messages from our email, or we've gotten emails about questions to ask you guys, or to, I guess, bring up on the show. So here's the first question from Carl in Houston. So I'm not sure what you guys caught earlier or what you didn't catch earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and just start from the beginning. Carl from Houston says, why is the intro so long? Well, let me explain to you why, Carl. Why the intro is so long. And I've never told anybody this reasoning, and I hope that it makes sense, especially to Tay-Tay. I hope it makes sense. When you get older, if you're lucky enough to get older, it takes you a little bit longer to get to the TV set, It takes you a little bit longer to find the remote, It takes you a little bit longer to remember why you walked into the kitchen, It takes you a little bit longer why you walked into the garage to figure it out, Well, what was I coming to get? What was I coming, So I play the intro. It's about a 3-minute or 4-minute intro, and that gives our viewers who are, our viewers, a lot of them are from 30s to 100, and so just to give them time to get to sit down in front of the TV and get comfortable, because as soon as they sit down and get comfortable, the dog wants out, or somebody calls on the phone, or so it just gives you time, gives some of our viewers time to settle down and watch the show. So our younger viewers, it gives them a chance to go get some more organic material to make their night more interesting. So that is why we have such a long intro. So there, if you've ever wondered why, that is why. All right, and the second thing I wanted to talk about was on August 5th, my brother Gary passed away, and he died of natural causes. He died at home, passed away at home, and the reason I'm bringing this up, not to bring anybody down or nothing like that, man, because I don't see people passing as a downer, because they're on to the next level, okay? Because it doesn't end here, and if you think it does, look at your fingerprints and wonder why they're all different, okay? There's a film that I'm actually working on that will explain that kind of stuff. I'm almost done writing it. So anyway, I just wanted to take a sip from my brother Gary. He was the best brother. He was my favorite brother, and and we fought like cats and dogs, man. When we were kids, he was 1 year older than me, and but I loved him and he loved me, and we would tell that to each other every time we talked on the phone, which is often. Usually, I talk to him about 2, 3 times a week, and so anyway, if you have a brother or sister and you've been a jerk, you know, or even if they're the ones that are being the jerks, just they're your brother or your sister, man. So maybe it's times, maybe it's time to make amends. Um, Sometimes when you're swallowing your pride, you think that you're going to choke on it, but you don't. So you know, be the be the good guy, or the good girl, and call your brother or your sister, or your mom and your dad, or your aunt or your uncle, or whoever it is that you've got a beef with, and tell them that you're sorry for the way things are going, and or the way things were in the past, and let them be in the past, and just understand that you're not, no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna get along with everybody. You know, you're not, man. Um, I have a lot of people that just can't stand the sight of me, and that's okay, because there's a lot of people that can't stand the sight of you, and that's okay. You're not going to please everybody no matter how hard you try. So just what I tell people is just be yourself, man. But li- this is going to sound kind of strange, but the other day I was talking to a friend and I taped the conversation without them knowing, not to spread it with anybody or anything like that, but just to listen to myself, to see if I was doing things that people were telling me, or I was expressing myself in a way that people were telling me I was doing, but I didn't believe them because that's not what I meant. That's not what I was trying to get across. And and it turns out that what they were saying, dude, it sounded like that to me. It sounded like I was expressing myself that way. So I'm telling you, just be yourself, but that doesn't mean that you can't improve on yourself. Okay, just because you think you're always right, just because you think you're always right, doesn't mean you're always right. Okay, so um, yesterday, last week, the week before, you know, maybe maybe you weren't such a good person. You know, maybe you weren't being helpful. Maybe you weren't being thankful. But you know what? Right now, this second, you can be that better person. You can be better, man. You can start helping people. And people say to me, dude, I've run into these people many, many times, and most of these people watch the show. And I'm telling you right now, man, if your life is for crap, if your life is in the dump and in the toilet and nothing's going right and da 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 da, um, change who you are a little bit. I always tell people for the next 3 days, help people. You know, I'm not talking about, oh, I'm going to donate this much money over here, or I'm going to donate this much money over there. That helps. But I'm talking about your sweat, your help, your talking to people. Just take your time, man. Take your time out of your life just to talk to somebody, because you never know, okay? You never know that you could maybe save that person's life that night. Um, there was a story a while back, and I know I've told the story before, but I'm going to tell it again because there was this lady that she was going home from work and she was just having a horrible day, and her whole week was horrible, her whole month was horrible, the year was going terrible, and she was on her way home, and some lady stopped next to her at a red light and turned over and looked at her, and all she did was wave, just said hi. And the lady said that she was actually on her way home to take some pills and get it over with, and not have to suffer anymore. And and just that little wave from a total stranger, she had no idea who it was. Um, it made her see that people are nice, that people are there are good people in the world. So, you know, just take time, take time to make this right now. Make it the change that you're going to make from now on. Yesterday, who you were, 30 minutes ago, who you were, 30 seconds ago, who you were. Make that person a better person now. And be kinder, be kinder to your friends, be kinder to your neighbors, be kinder to, people that live down the road, you know. So anyway, just pick today, right now, to be a better person from now on, just for the next 24 hours. And if you really enjoy that time, then do it again for another 24 hours and just become that different person. Don't be that person you were before, because you don't have to be. So anyway, I'm being told that we have a call. We have a call coming in. Is that right? Okay. So we have a call coming in. Well, let's see who it is who's calling. It's Marla. Hi, Marla. I know a Marla. She's a wild woman. Marla, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, Daddy, how are you?
Hey, how are you, darling?
You look fabulous.
Well, thank you so much. I try so hard. It's
You don't try hard.
I owe it all to really, really good tequila. That's all I can say.
Hey, it's my kilia, you know?
My dad used to say that you should drink a shot of tequila every day, because it'll kill any germ that's in your blood. So I just take his advice, and it seems to be working for me. So anyways, Marla, how are you, man?
It's been a year. Can you believe that? Since we were at that guy Jeff's house in his band.
Yeah, it's been a year. Marla, I wanted to ask you a question. From time to time, I see stuff that you post on Facebook. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, it's fine. Maybe turn it down just a little bit. But Marla, I see from time to time on Facebook. I'm not allowed to have a Facebook thing, so I cheat. Or I don't cheat, but I get
You
on.
go on somebody else's.
Yeah, I go on somebody else's, and then I get to the Big Daddy G show link that's on Facebook through somebody else's thing. So anyway, and I wanted to ask you something. You, by the way, whoever's watching and you don't know who Marla is, Marla's a good friend of the show's, and she's not right in the head, and we love her for it. And but Marla, every time I see a picture of you, you got another kid. So what is going on? Where did all these kids come from? Are they like falling out of the air or what?
I love kids. I collect them.
You collect kids, yeah. Well,
No, I have 6 kids.
wow.
But I know about birth control. Let me explain how. The first 4 were adopted. So, you know Samantha.
Yes.
She got her driver's license to tell Tyrone to stay off the streets.
Oh, nice.
She's my youngest, my adopted.
Okay.
And then my son Jordan, who's in Butch's. He's my first biological.
Okay.
So there's 4 adoptee, and then Jordan and Taylor.
Nice. Okay, because it just confused me, because every other week I'd see you with a new kid, and I'm like, where's she getting these kids from? But that's awesome, babe. I'm glad. I was just talking about just right before you called. I was talking about how people can be nicer to each other. Um, I know people that don't even like people. They would rather hang out with their dogs or their cats and not hang out with people at all. At all. And dude, that has to change. That has to
Okay.
change. So
So yeah, I also have 4 dogs.
awesome, awesome.
That's, I mean, I live in the country, but truth be known, my mom passed away in December, and
Oh,
California wouldn't let us in because of COVID.
yeah.
So my mom had 4 dogs, and all of a sudden, I have 4 dogs.
Wow.
Thank you, Samantha.
What kind of dogs are they?
Well, 3 of them are rescued.
Uh huh.
Um, Samantha's dog's a terrier,
Nice.
and he came from a bad situation. I can't talk about it because the courts are involved.
Okay.
Um, then we have Ella, who is a chug pug,
Nice.
and that came from my girlfriend whose dog's in The Broken that we won the film on.
Uh huh.
And then we have Chloe, who is a what? A Bichon. And then we have Buster, who is a poodle who likes to run away, so we call him Buster.
Aw. And
Yeah.
what kind of dog is Buster?
A poodle.
Oh, dude, poodles are very intelligent dogs.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah.
to leap. That's telling us.
Ah, well, has Buster been fixed?
He will be when Ella gets fixed. Yeah.
So yeah, that might be some of the problem. Um,
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of wives out there that like to do that to their husbands, but but not until it's legal. I always felt, y'all know this isn't a political show at all, but I was thinking that the other day that if it seems to me like there's a certain group or a certain political group that wants to tell women what they can and can't do with their bodies. So I saw a poster on Facebook that I thought was really cool, and the idea was, okay, well, let's get all these men that belong to this political group, get them fixed, and then once they're old enough and responsible enough, financially and mentally, to have children, then unfix them.
Right?
And I want to see how many of the men from this particular political group are willing to jump in and say, "Yeah, me first, me first." So I don't know. Just an idea. So anyway, so what have you got going on? What's going on, Marlon? I mean, what's
Well, Butcher Bluff coming out Halloween this year.
nice, nice. Tell the kids what Butcher Block is.
Butcher's Bluff. They have a Facebook page called The Official Butcher Bluff. William Instone is the director and everything else, and he's
Nice,
fantastic.
nice.
It's a horror film like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh. I thought you meant like a hooker film, but it's a horror film.
Oh, no, it is rated R because there's a lot of female parts shown.
Woo!
But it's been a lot of fun. Jordan auditioned when he was 10. He sent a picture of his headshot. The guy said, yeah, send me a picture of your kid. So I did. And he's been on film since he was 10, and he's almost 13. So fast forward. But COVID, of course, slowed that one down. Samantha's going to be in On American Soil with Michael Garcia doing that one.
Nice.
And we did, since we have seen you, we've done 2 48 hours.
Nice.
And we have another one coming up. I think it's June 11th through the 13th. And that one's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing that one. And we've just, with the virus and everything else, we've really gotten to know our new house.
Awesome.
Samantha's going to California over the summer for a film.
For fun?
A film.
Oh, for a film. Okay.
We're going to make it fun because I am from California.
California. Is that the way the song goes?
but it's
No, that's
okay.
Arizona, right? Arizona. Da, 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 da. It don't rain in California, but we'll let you warn you, or something like that. Okay. Anyway,
And, and Jordan and Samantha have both been, we've been active. We've been doing things from the house. Samantha's actually writing a script,
awesome.
her very first one at 17, and I can't be more proud of her. She is a writer in New York that's helping her with the script. And, COVID's been a blessing because we've gotten to do what we want to do.
Awesome. Well, make sure that you remind her that there should be a character named Big Daddy G, and I just happen to know a guy named Big Daddy G that would love to be in her film. So, um, anyway, man, I'm so glad that you called, and I'm so glad you guys are doing great. I'm sorry to hear about your mom, but
Yep.
dude, all I can tell you is that it doesn't end here. You know,
No, no.
it really doesn't, man. And I was telling the kids earlier. I'm not sure if they caught it or not, but because we were having testicle difficulties here, and I was talking about this film that I'm writing, and I've been working on it for many years, and it's going to explain a lot of things to you that will prove to you that it doesn't end here. So, s-
Okay. Yeah, and remember Samantha Elise would love to be in that film.
Samantha, what?
Elise.
Oh, I didn't hear that last part, babe.
Samantha would love to be in that film.
Oh, well, of course. Seriously. So, yeah, dude. I actually probably well, if I could get it done really fast, then she would have a part in it because there's a lot of teenagers in the film. It's some of it takes place in a high school, so so it's a really really interesting film, and it's a true story. It's not anything that's made up or anything. It's not based on a true story. It's a true story. So hopefully you guys will get to see it. So, but anyway, how's your husband doing?
He's great. He's definitely in remission.
Nice,
He's, living life as retired Air Force man should.
nice, and you know, uh, he's still. When is he gonna make another barbecue or have another barbecue or something? I'm available for barbecues,
You know,
cookouts.
whenever you and Tyrone want to come, I'll make it happen. We are really home buddies.
Oh, wow. Nice, nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna write that down.
You don't have to write it down. It's on your TV show.
Oh, okay. It's taped. I think we're on Facebook today.
Yes.
We're going to be, from what I understand, we're going to have a show on next Tuesday night from 10 to 12, I believe. I do want to explain something to everybody watching. We used to have a 1 hour show. Well, first of all, let me go back a little bit. Let me go back a little bit. I'm in the small studio, which is where we started the show from. Is a small studio here at the station, and little by little, they're going to open up the big studio eventually in a couple of months, from what I understand. Um, and what we're doing right now is we're doing the show here in the small studio. We're taping it, going to do some editing, and then put it on next Tuesday. Edit it and then put some more stuff in. Make it a little more entertaining, I guess. Um, so here we are doing the show here today, but in the old show that we used to have was an hour long, and because we have to have 2 minutes and 30 seconds of credits and stuff like that, so it was actually less than an hour long. And whenever we had a big band, I had to do the interviews really really quick, and it was just going too fast, and it just wasn't. It didn't seem personable. So Tyrone thought that it'd be a better idea if we had a longer show so that we can, talk to some of the band members a little bit longer, which I love to do. I love to talk to the people that let them let them open up about what's going on in their lives, and who they are and where they're from and what they like about Austin, and what's their favorite food, and what's their, favorite movie, favorite band, and when we have a big band, we just don't have time to do that. It has to be, hi, how you doing? Where do you play? Where do you go? Where do you da 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 da? That's it. Okay, next. So I'm so glad that we're going to a longer film, or a longer show. So, but well, Marla, thank you so much for calling. We
Let me know when we can come back in and be in the studio.
Okay. Well, we love you, and we love all the kids, and and I can't wait for that barbecue, dude.
Hey, come on down. Bring the lima. We'll do it.
Okay, I'll bring the tequila.
There you go.
I'm not bringing no Jewish wine because I don't like the sweetness. I'm
I
telling you,
understand.
it's too much sweetness. Aye.
Okay, Daddy. Big hug.
Okay, love you, babe. Take care.
Thanks, kid.
Bye bye. All right. Well, that was Marla. And Marla has a bunch of kids here in Austin, 6 kids. One, she lives right outside of Austin. Super, super nice lady. Has always been really nice to us, and now she invited me to eat. So here we go. Woohoo! So when Tyrone come in and tell me, that we have another call, I have a list of stuff that people have emailed us and earlier had called, but we were having testicle difficulties, and from what I understand, we fixed that problem. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is, well, what I was just telling Marla about the longer show. So guys, if you've been on the show before, and if you're in a big band or something like that, well, now we have a chance to get to know you a little bit better. So we would love to have you to come back on the show. We're going to find out when we're going to be able to book it, and it's going to be exciting, man, because now we got plenty of time to sit down and relax and talk to you, and let mom and dad and brother and sister and uncle and aunt and cousin and nephew and all, give them a chance to find out who you are, because there's a lot of stuff, like my aunts and my uncles and all that, they know me, but they don't know a lot about me, just like a lot of you folks out there don't know a lot about me. My favorite movie is Arthur, the original one with Dudley Moore. A lot of y'all don't know I used to party with Christopher Cross here in Austin before he became famous. Dude, one time I got to tell you this story. One time I was downtown on Congress and 4th Street, and it was the Rot Rally, and those of you who know me personally know that I ride a cruiser. So I was in the corner of 4th and South Congress, and I was waiting for for the motorcycles to come by, because they hold a big, huge thing here for Rot Rally. They call it ROT Rally, Rot Rally. And so I'm waiting there on the corner, and then here comes these girls. They're like in I don't want to say cheerleaders. They're not cheerleaders, but they're the people that are next to the cheerleaders. Like they wear the hats and the skirts and stuff like that. So so I'm standing there and I'm waiting for and I'm like, well, I guess this is like a little show that they're doing or something like that. And then they did a whole big show in front of me. And dude, I'm talking about maybe 30 to 40 girls, okay? And as they got closer, they stopped right in front of me, and I'm standing there with my friend David, David Green, and David actually has a picture of this, and I and I was standing there, and I was expecting the Rot Rally, the motorcycles, bunch of big old hairy, smelly men on Harleys, and so here comes these girls dancing. And they did a whole number in front of me, man. And it was so awesome. It was really, really, it was like I don't remember exactly what number they did, but it was just awesome. And it come to find out that it was the Gay Pride Parade. And I was like, but what happened to the Rot Rally? I came to see the Rot Rally. But then they really, I mean, these girls put on the show. It turned out they weren't girls, they were guys dressed up as girls. But they did such an awesome job. It was really awesome. So I turned to my right, and my friend David was there, and I'm talking to David. Hey, David, how you doing, bud? Da 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 da. And I turned to my left, and there's a guy standing there, and I said, man, he looks really familiar. I didn't know where I'd seen him before or what. But it turned out he was Randy. He was the cowboy from the Village People, the original cowboy from the Village People, and he was there. And I, I told David, dude, nobody, nobody is ever going to believe that I was standing next to Randy, the original cowboy from the Village People. So David snapped a picture. Now this is before digital cameras or anything, so it was an actual, film. So anyway, David, if you have a copy of that picture, I'd like to get a copy of it and show it to the kids here, because it was so awesome to meet him. Anyway, we got drunk after that. So there's a little story. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but we're waiting for somebody else to call. Once they do, we'll get them on the air. Okay, we have a letter. Okay, all right. So I've just been handed this bulletin. This is a bulletin right here. Oh, here, bulletin. All right, and it says, "Your hat is crooked." My hat's crooked? That doesn't look. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that. I did want to bring something to you guys' attention. A friend of the show, there's a director, 5-time Oscar-nominated director, who's a friend of the show's. He directed a movie called Dazed and Confused, Bernie. He just did Where's Bernadette, that we got to interview him on. Super, dude, super nice guy. A little shy, but super, super nice guy. His name is Richard Linkletter. And Richard has, out of the kindness of his heart, has taken it upon himself to help a theater that was going under here in Austin a while back. It was at the Lincoln Center, which is, if anybody knows Austin, it's like I-35 and 290, where I-35 and 290 meet. There's a place, it used to be called the Lincoln Center. I don't know what it's called anymore, but it's near the Greyhound bus station. And there's a theater there called the Austin Film Society Cinema. And they're having some, just like a lot of people on the planet are having some financial difficulties getting back up and rolling. So if you ever wanted to donate to a good cause, this is it. I see that we're showing some kind of a clip. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but we're showing a clip about it. It's called the Austin Film Society Cinema, and I believe it's austinfilmsociety.org is the way to donate. And I think, oh, there it is up there. There's the button. So, kids, if you have a chance to donate, man, it would be awesome. The show has already donated money to the to this organization or fundraiser. We've already donated money. 460 donors so far, and if you donate 100, you get something. You donate 275, you get something. You donate 500, you get something. There's one really cool thing that I have to tell you about. And that's it at the very bottom. If you donate $3,000, Mike Judge will do your, your, what's it called? Your voicemail message. And I'm sure he'll do any voice you want that he does. I believe it says on there from Beavis and Butthead. Is that right? Yeah, Beavis and Butthead. So he'll do whatever and say whatever, within, he is a respectable man. So as long as it's, decent, he'll say it. But it doesn't have to be that decent. If you know Mike, you'll know what I mean. It doesn't have to be that decent, but if it's funny and, entertaining, he'll do it. So if you donate $3,000, he'll do that. And you guys out there, there's the year out there, you got $3,000, and it's tax deductible because it is a nonprofit organization. And dude, if you ever want to go see independent films, I mean, sure, I like going to see movies. I go to a theater in Bastrop called Film Alley in Bastrop, because they've been open this whole time, which I think is really cool. But if you want to watch independent films, which I love to watch independent films, Austin Film Society is where you want to go. They're here in Austin. It's not super expensive. They have a bar and they have really good popcorn too. But they have a bar and they have a full bar. They got beer. They got, all sorts of weird stuff. So if you're thirsty, they can hook you up. So Tyrone's pointing at something. Oh, he's going to play a video for you. How long is the video? 1:49. Okay, so for 1:49, I'm going to go ahead and shut up and drink some more of this martini. So here we go. Enjoy.
Isn't this great? Isn't it great that we can get together and do things like this?
We're not watching a video. You're actually in a theater with other people in a darkened theater watching a 35mm film.
One of the best places in Austin to go see films, one of the best places in Austin, generally speaking.
I mean, there's nothing quite like it. Austin Film Society is a culture shifter.
Here at the Austin Film Society, we are so excited about getting back to in-person moviegoing. The AFS Cinema is one of Austin's cultural treasures, where people can come together to experience everything that's great about independent and art house cinema. We're hard at work on a plan to reopen this summer, and we can't wait to welcome back the entire community. If you love Austin's vibrant film scene and want to help bring back this vital cultural resource for the community, we invite you to join us to make that happen. You can give today to the AFS Cinema's Next Picture Show campaign to help us reopen the AFS Cinema and keep Austin a center for great film culture for years to come. We're counting on your support, and we can't wait to see you at the movies.
Come back and see every movie we're showing here because they're all great.
Go check it out.
Are we back? All right. Well, I'm thinking we're back, but I'm not 100% sure, but who cares? I think we're back. All right. So AFS Cinema, dude, if you ever wondered who you should leave your money to or donate to, or, dude, if you want to go volunteer, I'm sure they'll accept the help. So be a part of it, man. Be a part of the community. Get your foot in the door. That's what you need to do. Get your foot in the door, man. Okay, so as soon as Tyrone tells me we have another call, I'm going to continue. Until then, I'm going to continue with the messages we've had so far. Here's a message. This is kind of like a message for people out there. I had this problem, and I don't have it anymore because I went and had it checked. But I was having a really bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't know why I was having this bad taste. And then when I drank, straight liquor, like Crown Royal, I would get this really bad taste in my mouth. So come to find out, I had an impacted or some kind of tooth that was, I guess it was an infection or something. I think they call it an impacted tooth or some crap. Anyway, so I went to the dentist. My dentist is called The Dentist, and they're actually in Bastrop, and super, super nice people. If you guys ever need a dentist and you're in the Bastrop area, or if you're a chicken and you don't like pain, this is the place to go because they really, really care about taking care of you. And dude, they made me feel, I mean, really nice. So, and took really good care of me. So it's called the dentist. So if you've got a bad taste in your mouth and you don't understand why, it's probably because you have an infection in your mouth. So, and a lot of people won't tell you, you know. So, a lot of people won't tell you. So, you know, you need to go and get it checked out. And if you want to go somewhere nice, tell them that the Big Daddy G Show sent you. And who knows, man, maybe they'll turn up the gas a little on me next time I go. So I actually have to go and get my teeth cleaned. But anyway, so that might be your problem. If you got bad breath, it might be your problem. So especially if you're older, that might be your problem. So you've just have gotten so used to that pain being there that your brain has blocked it out, you know. It's kind of like when you've been married for 30 years, you know, your brain just blocks him out, you know, or blocks her out. Let's make it fair. Okay, so Tyrone came in here and said something to me, but I have no idea what he said or what he meant because he's in the dark back there and I can't see him. But
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So I just wanted to say hello.
Oh, so Tyrone wants to say hello. So say hello. What do you think?
What's up?
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna cut to my camera in here and just say hello for a second.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead. All right. I guess he's fixing his hair. There he is. Say hello. You know, you got to turn up the volume a little bit, but you can take that mask off if you're by yourself. He's trying to tweak the little board over there. So that's Tyrone Demetrius Smith. He is the director of this show. Nope, can't hear you. Nope. Get closer to the microphone. Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Hey, say hi to your grandma, man. We're getting a beep. We still have a loud beep. Don't worry, it's not annoying at all. Okay, there goes the beep. Okay. So until Tyrone tells us something different, I'm going to keep going with the messages we've gotten before. Once again, there's a theater also in Bastrop called Film Alley, I believe it's called. And it's in Bastrop, Texas. And, dude, they stayed open during all this COVID because they're not in Austin. Austin had, you know, restrictions and stuff. And Bastrop had them also, but not as bad as Austin. But the Bastrop Theater, super, it's real close to the Buc-ee's over there. Super nice people, man. And they have food, and they have a bar, and they have an arcade if you want to, you know, dump the kids at the arcade while you're watching a film or something. They have bowling alleys, so you can bowl there also. And they're just really nice people, and they have really good food too. All right, so let me see. Let's see. Yeah, dude, they stayed open. I believe that's their thing right there. They stayed open to help people with cabin fever. You know, I just saw that movie. Can you go back down, Tyrone? Or I just saw this movie the other day, The Wrath of Man, and man. I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to like it, but man, by the time I left there, I was like, yeah, I want to see it again, man. It was a really cool movie. Let's see. One other thing I want to, this is a personal thing that I wanted to bring up was, dude, if you have pets, cats, dogs, whatever, if they're outdoor pets, make sure they have shade and make sure that they have plenty of water, okay? And this just in from a lot of dogs and cats, Please supply us with plenty of treats. Okay, so there you got it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Give us more treats. Okay, so, all right, so let's see, what else have we got? Okay, so this is a little more serious comment from Eddie in Dallas. He wrote, let me read this real quick. There were cops from Round Rock that followed a guy from Round Rock to South Austin and shot him dead for not lowering his high beam to a police officer. The cops got away with it because there was no footage, because film crew deleted the footage. Why wasn't the crew arrested for tampering with evidence? I bet if they get charged with the footage, no, I bet if they get charged for that, then the footage might show up. So, wow. Yeah, why? If I don't know this whole story, but if I deleted the crew, give me just a second. Oh, it was a crew. It was like a police show. It was a police show, and they were filming the Round Rock Police Department. It was like, I guess, one of those police cop shows, and they deleted the evidence, and so the cops got away with it. So why weren't they charged? I understand. Well, I think they should have been charged. The crew should have been charged with tampering with evidence. So maybe somebody out there who's watching can look into that. I'm not sure when that happened or how long ago it happened. The person doesn't say it on here. So anyway, if somebody out there, God, that's got to suck, man. So this guy just didn't lower his high beam for a cop, and the cops killed him. So I'm sure there's more to the story, but yeah, that footage should not have been deleted, and it probably wasn't deleted. Okay, so next we have, this is something I wanted to talk about, and somebody brought it to my attention a while back. We did an episode in the limo, in Da Limo, we call it Da Limo. We did an episode in the limo right when COVID was hitting, and I had actually spoken to about 10 different doctors, and so I wanted to talk to you guys. I said on there that that the doctors had told me that this was just like another flu, influenza. It's just like another flu. Well, come to find out, the thing mutated, and so it became a little bit stronger than normal. And so I did some, I did some little research on my own and stuff, and it turns out that it did mutate. So that's why they came up with all the, the shots and stuff like that for you. So anyway, I just didn't want you all to think if you see the episode, at that time when we made that episode, I was talking about the information that I had at that time. So if you watch that episode, it's called In the Limo. I wanted to, kind of straighten that out for you. Let me see. I'm trying to read this writing here. Okay. This is, I guess this is kind of like what I was talking about earlier. Is just that, it's hard enough being yourself. Don't try to be somebody else, to please other people. It's hard enough being yourself, man. So just be yourself, but be a good person. And if you don't have a lot of friends, it might be because you're not a good person. It might be because they weren't good people. But like I said before, I taped myself talking, and I realized that there was some changes that I needed to make some changes. So here I am making the changes, and it's getting better and better as we go along. Okay, so let's go to we're on the third page here. Okay, defunding the police. This is from Bailey from New York City. We don't need people taking more money from us. In LA and other cities, some cops, wow, really? According to Bailey of New York City, he's saying that some cops in LA and in other states are making almost $500,000 a year. And that seems like a lot of money to me for a cop to be making. Now, I've never been a cop. I've never wanted to be a cop. So I don't know if this is a true statement or not. But if it's true, that's a lot of money for a cop to make, I think, in my opinion. Of course, I don't know what they go through or anything. So, let's see. The next, this is something that I've realized. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I've lost a little bit of weight, about 60 pounds. And the way I lost the weight is I realized that you don't have to eat everything on the plate, When I was a kid, my mom would make you eat everything on the plate. You had no choice. You had to eat everything, and it ends up leading to obesity and really bad eating habits. So, folks, if you're overweight, the reason you're overweight, not all the reasons, but one of the reasons is because you're eating too much damn food. So stop eating so much food. I remember going to parties and thinking, oh, dude, I'm going to load up on some of this food, so I get nice and full, and so then I don't have to eat till tomorrow or something. All you're doing is you're making it worse for yourself. And so get a smaller portion, and eat slow. A lot of my friends, and it bothers me because a lot of the food that they're eating, if they're not vegetarian or vegan, animals died to make this food, and then you're just shoving it down your throat, kind of like when you crazy people do shots of tequila, $20 shots of tequila or super expensive tequila. You don't do shots of brandy. Do people do shots of brandy? I don't know if they do or not, but when you're having a nice brandy, you like to sit around, you want to enjoy it and sip it and enjoy it. Well, the same thing is with tequila. Dude, what are you getting out of it? You're spending $20, $30 on a shot or, of tequila, and then you're not even tasting it because it's going straight down. So, I don't know. This is just my opinion. Take your time, man. If you're, it takes your stomach, according to doctors, it takes your stomach 20 minutes to tell your brain that it's full. So if you're just shoveling food down your mouth, 20 minutes after you're still shoveling, your brain's finally getting the message that your stomach's full. So eat slower, take a small bite, put your fork down, talk to whoever's at the table with you. If you have kids and you give them cell phones when they're 8 years old, take those phones or make them leave the phones in their rooms or something when you're eating dinner. I'm talking as a parent. If they don't listen to you when they're kids, when they're in 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, what makes you think they're going to listen to you when they're teenagers, man? That's when it's going to get rough, because if they don't listen to you now, they sure as hell ain't going to listen to you when they're teenagers. I'm telling you right now. So, it's kind of hard to do, but it's better in the long run if you limit them to how much use they have of their phones. And that's just the way it is. And if they don't like it, they can go get a job and pay for their own phone, But if they're under 18 and you're paying for their phone, then you control that phone. And the other day I went to this little shop in Bastrop called Hey, Hey Elote, Elote, Hey Elote, and it's right across the street from that theater I was telling you about in Bastrop. And they have banana splits that are this big. I'm not kidding. They're huge banana splits, and they're so delicious. But anyway, it's called Hey Elote, and if you go, please tell them that I sent you. And there was a man there with his kid, and the kid the kid was probably about 12, 13, maybe 14 years old. The whole time, man, the whole time they sat there eating, not once did the kid look up to talk to his dad from his phone. The whole time he was on the phone, on TikTok or, whatever, one of those apps, and just going crazy on that thing and not talking to his dad, man. And the dad was sitting right there across, just as quiet as can be, eating his food, and you could see that the dad was kind of depressed. So parents, limit the phone usage of your kids, man, and start talking to your kids. Oh, I need a drink. Okay, so that's my beef about cell phones. Okay, let's see. The next, the one last thing I wanted to say was that if you'll notice, right around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you're going to start seeing a bunch of commercials for Wendy's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell and all these other companies, because they want you to eat. The more you eat, the more money they make. Okay, they don't care about your health. They don't care about it. All they care about is getting your money. So the more you eat, the bigger you get. The bigger you get, the more you eat, the more money they make. So it's time to take control of that. You don't have to do it, but my suggestion is that you do. But again, you don't have to do it. It's your life. But if you want to live a longer life, then take a little better control of your eating habits. So, all right. So that's my thing. And if you eat less, there'll be more food for kids. So that's my big thing. Okay. This is from Rachel in Portland, Oregon. Someone should start a website to expose corporations, businesses, and persons who took advantage of people and are taking advantage of these people during this pandemic. I think that's an awesome idea. I think that I would donate to help that cause. If somebody wants to start an organization where they're going to expose these scumbags. I'm going to call them scumbags. These scumbags that took advantage of people. These scumbags that took advantage of the innocence of people during this time when people were being good, and these people just took advantage of it. I think those people should be exposed. So if anybody wants to start an organization or a website or something, having to do that, I'd be more than glad to donate to something like that, because I personally know, and I will expose this piece of crap person. There's two of them. I would love to expose them, but I can't do it right now because they're in the middle of a court thing or a lawsuit thing, so I can't expose them. But one is a dentist, and the other one is a notary, one of those notary people. And I promise you that when all that is done and I can't get in trouble, I will expose to you who those people are, because they're scumbags. And I don't believe honestly that they're scumbags, but I think greed played a big part in it. And I think greed plays a big part in stuff that makes people scumbags. So but I would love to expose them. If you want to build a website or want to start an organization, I'm willing to help. So, okay. The next is, well, I want to say hi to Dan Mann, who's a friend of mine and also a friend of Tyrone's. I want to say we got together a while back. I talk about these Mexican martinis from Harding Corona on Pond Springs Road. Well, I like to think that our show helped Harding Corona grow. They have grown so much that they had to move into a bigger building, and they have moved. I honestly, I was there about I guess 2-3 weeks ago. This is terrible. I was there about 2-3 weeks ago, and I partied a lot, so I don't remember exactly where it is, but I think they moved to like 183 and like 183 in Anderson Mill Road area over there, or McNeil Road or something like that. But it's called Jardín Corona, Jardin space Corona, Corona, and delicious food, man. Ask for the chicken ball. My friend Diane used to call this plate that they made called the chicken ball, and it's so delicious. And they make Mexican martinis that are so delicious. So if you get a chance, check them out. Harding Corona in Northwest Austin. That's in Austin, Texas. Okay, so I want to say hi to Dan Man, Argina, Omarsha, Brick, Saru, and Jake Dirt. And let's see. Dun, dun, dun. If you want to call in, our phone number is 512. I think Tyrone's going to put it up on the screen. I'm not sure. 512-477-2288. 512-477-2288. And this is a family show, so please, respect that. Don't call if you're going to be, an idiot. So, let's see. This is from Robert in Uganda. Oh, I'm sorry, Roberto in Uganda. I want to come to America to cut your yard on your riding lawnmower. Okay. All right. Well, Roberto, dude, we're about to get, heat in the triple digits. So you're more than welcome to come and cut my yard, dude. That would be awesome, man. Thank you, Roberto from Uganda. That's over like in Africa, isn't it? Something like that. Okay. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. You can also write us questions on Facebook Live. From what I understand, we're on Facebook Live. We'll try to answer them. Nothing too weird. If you guys go to our Facebook page, I believe it's called The Big Daddy G Show or The Big Daddy G, something like that. There's a little video that's on there. It's about 3 or 4 minutes, and our friend CJ made it. Wiedenbeck! CJ Wiedenbeck! And you'll see what happens behind the scenes as the show's being put together. It's not just me. It's not just Tyrone. It's not just Charlie. It's not, the people that are working here. It's a big group of people that put this show together. Now, today, or for the next few weeks, we're not going to have a huge crew because I believe, from what I understand, the city of Austin is only allowing 3 people in the studio. So we're not, to the crew that's watching this now, the reason we did not invite you to come help was because they're only allowing 3 people in the studio at one time. So, so don't feel hurt. Don't feel, whatever. We love you. But our time is coming into the big studio again. This is the studio that we started in. I know I told you earlier, but this is a studio which we started in, and it's only like maybe, I'm going to say 20 feet by 40 feet, something like that, maybe. It's a really small studio. Our other studio is 1,200 square feet. So it's so funny that we have come back to the small studio. I just think it's kind of cool. I kind of would like to be back in the big studio. So hopefully, Dougie, you'll make that happen pretty soon. Doug, if you need me to talk to Steve Adler, I will talk to him, our mayor, about helping us get this started, or get the ball rolling and open up the studio. Somebody wrote this. They didn't say who they were or anything, so I'm gonna. I just read it right now, and it makes so much sense that in nature. Well, here we go. Here's a little. See, in nature, these two guys. Of course, I don't know if there's any blue ducks, but there's black ducks and white ducks and gray ducks and all sorts of different colors. But they don't care. They don't care that you're gray or that you're blue or that you're black or you're white or you're brown. They don't care. They just get along. But humans, they care. It's like bothers them that some people are black, or that some people are brown, or there's some people are, it just bothers them. But isn't it funny that in nature, that's not an issue? This is not an issue in nature. Only human beings. Only human beings is it a problem. So, dude, that's something to think about, man. That's something to think about. That humans are the ones that put a lot of, I don't know, man. Humans. Some humans suck, and some humans are always going to suck. And until they realize that a piece of paper is not more important than a human life, until they realize that, then they're not going to get it, man. They're not going to get it. And if you've ever gone to the hospital, odds are that you've gotten blood from another race, you might have gotten blood from somebody, some Mexican guy that was nice enough to donate blood. You might have gotten blood from some black guy that was nice enough to donate blood. You never know. You don't know. But you know what? Their blood worked on you. So, it's just something to think about. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I think Tyrone's going to show a clip in about a minute. I'm not sure what the clip is going to be, but he's going to show a clip in about a minute. So please give us a call and let us know if there's something you want to talk about, something that's bothering you, something. Our number is 512-477-2288. That's 512-477-2288. And please feel free to call in, and we can talk about anything you want to talk about as long as it's clean, because this is a family show. So, Tyrone, whenever you're ready, if you want to play that video you got set up.
Is all I'm hearing lately, but I don't want it to apply. Time flies, you said you understand. Since you've been gone, all the voices in my head, all the voices in my head, they don't talk. Since you've been gone, all the voices in my head, all the voices in my head, they don't talk. So I don't talk. Tough luck is such an inconvenience, the lesser of two evils and his friends. I have felt a million kinds of lonely. This is the kind that never ends. Since you've been gone, all the voices in my head, all the voices in my head, they don't talk. Since you've been gone, all the voices in my head, they hang out with you instead. They don't talk.
Okay,
So
we're back.
don't
Okay, so kids,
they
we've
don't
been on for
talk.
about an hour, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. We've been rambling on for a little bit, so I just want to thank you all for staying with us and watching. We're going to edit this particular episode and air it next week. You'll be able to stream it live through our website and also through the Austin Public Access channel. You'll be able to see it on there also, and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and all that. So it'll be on everything. So again, thank you for watching and thank you for calling. And I'm sorry we didn't get to everybody, but we got to as many people as we could. So again, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. We love you. And remember, you weren't put on this planet to judge. So be a good person starting right now. Start being a better person. All right. Peace. Happy Cinco de Mayo.